Welcome back to Auto Reviews, where we dive deep into the latest, greatest, and most unexpected machines the automotive world has to offer. If you love speed, luxury, innovation, and occasionally a little controversy, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because what we're looking at today is something that has stirred quite a bit of buzz across the car enthusiast community. Today's spotlight is on a machine that nobody really expected from Ferrari, yet here it is. The 2026 Ferrari Purosangue sedan. Yes, you heard that right. Ferrari, the iconic Italian marque synonymous with exotic sports cars and Formula One glory, has taken a bold step into uncharted territory once again. But unlike the Purosangue SUV, which already surprised purists, this one pushes the envelope even further. It's a full-fledged sedan. A four-door, performance luxury vehicle wearing the prancing horse badge. Let's start with what this car actually is. The Purosangue sedan is Ferrari's latest attempt to redefine what performance luxury means. This isn't just a dressed-up Grand Tourer or a stretched coupe. Ferrari has gone back to the drawing board to design something completely new. And even though it's called the Purosangue sedan, it's not just a longer version of the SUV. It's an entirely different platform, tuned for both comfort and thrill, and designed to go head-to-head with models like the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, the Mercedes-AMG GT 63 SE Performance, and even the Lucid Air Sapphire. From a design perspective, Ferrari clearly didn't want to make a car that looks like anything else in its class. The 2026 Purosangue sedan is sleek, muscular, and unmistakably Ferrari. The front end is aggressive, featuring sculpted air intakes and slim laser headlights that give it a sharp, almost predatory look. The long hood sweeps back into a flowing roofline, and despite having four doors, the proportions are pure performance. You'll notice aerodynamic elements everywhere, from the active front splitter to the rear diffuser and subtle spoiler lip. Even the flush door handles and underbody vents are designed with airflow in mind. The 22-inch front and 23-inch rear wheels sit over massive carbon ceramic brakes, hinting that this car means business on more than just a straight line. Under the hood, or rather, under that sculpted front bonnet, lives the heart of a beast. The Purosangue sedan comes with two powertrain options. The base model features a hybridized 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 that produces around 820 horsepower and 740 pound-feet of torque. That's mated to an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, sending power to all four wheels. This isn't just a nod to efficiency, it's a full-blown performance system, featuring torque vectoring and Ferrari's renowned side-slip control. If that's not enough, Ferrari has announced a higher performance trim, the Purosangue V12 Evoluzione. This one swaps the V8 for a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12, tuned to produce a staggering 880 horsepower and revving beyond 9,000 RPM. There's also a 48-volt mild hybrid system onboard, assisting with both low-end torque and emissions. With the V12, Ferrari claims a 0 to 60 time of 2.6 seconds and a top speed exceeding 215 miles per hour. For a four-door sedan, that's borderline insanity. The Purosangue sedan uses an all-new adaptive suspension system co-developed with Multimatic, featuring active spool valve dampers that constantly adjust to road conditions and driving mode. Combine that with rear-wheel steering, a low center of gravity, and Ferrari's performance DNA, and you've got a car that handles more like a 488 than a Grand Tourer. Inside, things are just as impressive. Ferrari hasn't simply copied over the layout from the SF90 or the Roma. The Purosangue sedan gets its own bespoke cabin architecture, blending luxury and sport in a way that feels both futuristic and tactile. The dash features a dual-screen setup, one for the driver with fully configurable performance data, and one for the passenger to control media, navigation, and climate. Premium materials dominate the interior: carbon fiber trim, Alcantara, hand-stitched Italian leather, and brushed aluminum come together with near-perfect fit and finish. Rear seat passengers are treated to executive-level comfort, with optional individual sport buckets, climate control zones, and even massaging functionality. There's also a high-end Burmester sound system available, though most owners will probably prefer the natural soundtrack from that V12. Tech-wise, you're getting Ferrari's latest onboard system with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and over-the-air updates. Advanced driver assistance features are available, though Ferrari has made it clear that this is not meant to be a semi-autonomous cruiser. The focus is always on driver engagement. Now let's talk about the price. This is Ferrari, after all. The base V8 hybrid Purosangue sedan starts at approximately $415,000 before options. And knowing Ferrari's customization program, most builds will likely push well into the $500,000 range. The V12 Evoluzione, expect to pay upwards of $560,000, and if you start ticking boxes like bespoke interior finishes, carbon fiber exterior packs, and custom paint, the total could touch $700,000 without much effort. That puts the Purosangue sedan in a league of its own. Yes, it's more expensive than a Panamera Turbo S or even a Bentley Flying Spur Speed, but Ferrari isn't really trying to compete directly on price. This car is about exclusivity, performance, and creating a new segment altogether. It's for the kind of buyer who might already have a 296 GTB or an SF90 Stradale in their garage but wants something a little more practical without giving up the thrill. Production numbers will be limited, of course. Ferrari has stated that the Purosangue sedan will be built in significantly lower quantities than the SUV to maintain its exclusivity. Deliveries are expected to begin in late 2025 for European markets, with North America and Asia following shortly after. So what's the verdict? Well, purists might scoff at the idea of a Ferrari sedan, but there's no denying that the 2026 Purosangue sedan is a technological and design masterpiece. It challenges conventions, pushes performance boundaries, and still manages to stay true to Ferrari's core philosophy, driving passion. It's not for everyone, and that's exactly the point. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Ferrari's boldest move yet, make sure to like the video, drop a comment, and tell us what you think. Does the Purosangue sedan make sense, or is Ferrari stepping too far outside its comfort zone? And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Auto Reviews for more in-depth looks at the cars you care about. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.